Notice those hips. Notice just sitting. The pressure on your bottom, on your hips, your tailbone in sitting. This area of the body is energetically associated with our foundation. Not just the foundation of our posture, but the foundation of our self. Ask yourself, who am I? Ask yourself, is what I do on a day-to-day basis a reflection of who I am? Is how I express my love a reflection of who I am? Is what I think, what I say, the judgments I make, what I believe, what I honor and what I hold dear, are all of those a reflection of who I am? Draw the tailbone down. As you draw that tailbone down with a little bit of contraction of your glutes, notice your heels. Shift your weight just slightly into your heels. From the groundedness of the heels, allow that spine to really lift and lengthen. Gaze is straight ahead, chin is tucked, so you don't want that chin to be tilted up into the air. Just draw that head back so that you feel like a little bit of drawing down of the tailbone. Elongated through the low back, lifted. That rib cage feels like it's lifted right up off the pelvis. As you inhale, expand in the rib cage, make it longer, make that neck nice and long. Chin is tucked, ears are over the shoulders. Still feeling that weight back into the heels. Now lift and lower the toes. So keeping that mountain pose posture, nice and tall and long, nice and straight and strong. Lift and lower the toes. And now alternate. Lift the right, set those down, lift the left, so you're going back and forth. Just the toes, the balls of the feet are on the floor. We're just energizing those feet. Energizing the legs all the way up. And just notice your sit bones still. You're not resting on them, but notice them. Notice the base of the tailbone, the base of the pelvic floor. Now I want you to lift the whole foot and just hold that position, positioned on the heel of the right foot. Push into both feet. If you need to hang on to something for balance, that's okay. But just really elongate your whole body, drawing that tailbone down. Lower belly draws up. Feel like the rib cage is lifted off of the pelvis. Empowering that lower leg. I have to move my arms to hold this position. Relax your foot. Now the back foot, lift the heel and just hold that position. As you lift that left heel off of the ground, push the knees straight, squeeze that left side of your bottom, draw that lower belly up, make yourself nice and tall again. Spread the toes of the right foot to hold your balance. Feel like you're lifting from the arch, lifting the heel. Feel that effort in the back of the leg all the way up to the glute. Lower belly is strong. Can you take your arms overhead and just really elongate the whole body up to the ceiling? Right foot back. Right foot pushes back. Feel that right heel down. Engage that right glute. Bend the left knee. Again, your pelvis can be facing the right just a little bit, but feel the effort in the legs and in your core to get it moving so that it's moving towards facing forward. You might not have the hip mobility to do it. Lower belly draws up, chest lifts, arms overhead. When you breathe, feel like you're lifting the ribs, lifting the chest. Gaze overhead if you can. And ask, who am I? Roll that right foot out. Point it towards the short edge of your mat. Belly is facing the long edge of the mat. Draw that tailbone down. Nice tall posture. Bend your right knee. Feel that energy in your legs pushing down into the floor. Nice tall posture. Arms reach out. Warrior two is about the action that we take. Whether that action is in our own head, the thoughts that we allow, or the actions that we take that represent who we are. Hands in the seat of the chair. Again, hips are over the heels. Pressing has to be a nice stable chair. Lower belly draws up. Now feel the weight on that left heel. Draw the belly, little bit of arch in the low back, but not too much, not too saggy through the low back. You want to draw that belly up enough to support the low back. Weight into the left foot. Feel like the whole spine is long from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head, and then lift that right leg up behind you. And cat-cow on the floor as you get here. And engage the belly. Low back is flat. You don't want too much of an arch in the low back. Push into those hands. This is what we're gonna do for the next Tabata set. You're gonna bring left knee forward, and then you're gonna try to push that foot towards the ceiling. Squeeze that knee forward, push that foot towards the ceiling. It doesn't have to go high. Notice how my thigh doesn't even get to parallel to the floor. If I go up with the leg, my back arches. You don't want that. So you want to pay more attention to what you feel through the low back. Keep the spine nice and still, but as you bring that knee forward, think about really squeezing in the abdominals and then take that leg back with the strength of the abdominals. So as you take it back, you're really lifting in the back of the leg, but also squeezing in the abdominals at the same time. Put that strap, put the loop of the strap around your legs. I like to put the buckle facing my head, then take that block and put it between your thighs. Whatever position, you could go wide, well, middle position or most narrow position of the block. Whichever one puts your knees right over your hips, and then tighten that strap down. Walk your heels back towards your bottom. Needs to be comfortable through those knees, so wherever it goes is okay. A little bit of cat-cow settling into this position. So flatten your back. Push into your heels and lift your hips. Maybe walk those shoulder blades down away from your ears, but just focus on squeezing the bottom, lifting the hips, pressing into the heels as though you were trying to push those feet away from you. Lower belly draws up and in. And rest. You can cat-cow, reposition those feet, whatever you need to do here. And lift those hips. Squeeze the bottom, engage that lower belly up and in. Now pull out into the strap so that you use muscles that are deep in your hips. Still taking nice full belly breaths. And rest. Whatever little movements you need to do in between repetitions. And lift again, squeeze the bottom. This time, you're squeezing the block. So press the inner thighs into that block. Lift the hips. Feel like those inner thighs are helping you lift the hips. And rest. Letting that breath in through the nose all the way down to the belly. Letting that next inhale go past the belly all the way to that pelvic floor. Dropping your awareness out of the head, down to the base of your pelvis, those sit bones, where we drew the energy from the legs up into our base, into our foundation. So as you ask yourself, who am I? Bringing your awareness to this area. We started to develop that sense of self even as a child, as a baby. Reflecting on those moments in time that defined us. Maybe those times that brought us closer to ourself or took us away from ourself. But allowing this practice to be ongoing, coming back to that sense of who am I? The light in me honors that light in you. Namaste.